I'm Simon Marks in Washington. You are watching continuing coverage of the results of America's presidential election on Channel News Asia, and the world may need to start bracing itself for President Donald Trump. All the signs show that there is a growing probability that he could be moving into the White House next January. We'll be crossing live to the campaign headquarters of Hillary Clinton in New York and the campaign headquarters of Donald Trump, also in New York City, as the results continue to come in and it becomes increasingly apparent that we may be on the verge of a political earthquake here in the United States. The polls have just closed in California. Ordinarily, this would be the moment at which American television networks would, if they could, project the outcome of this presidential election. But with several of the battleground states still too close to call, none of the television networks has come on air on the stroke of 11 o'clock here on the east coast of the United States, midday Singapore, Hong Kong time, with a clear projection of the outcome of this election. But we know that the signs are increasingly pointing in Donald Trump's favor. The New York Times currently says that Donald Trump has a 95% possibility of becoming, a probability I should say, of becoming America's next president, and the Republicans have a 95% probability of retaining control of the United States Senate. If that indeed becomes reality, then this is truly a political earthquake on a par with the outcome of the Brexit referendum in the UK earlier this year. Donald Trump several weeks ago said, "They will eventually be calling me Mr. Brexit." He may well have been correct. Let's begin by going to Donald Trump's headquarters up in New York City. He's going to be at the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, where we are waiting to see whether he's going to be making a victory or a concession speech. Our correspondent Nick Harper is there, and Nick, I know you are a couple of allow the international media in large numbers into that room, but there must be a mood in that building now of heightened expectation that Donald Trump has done it.
That's right, Simon. A huge shift in mood, especially in the last 45 minutes with the results of Ohio and Florida. I'm just a floor below what effectively is the spillover room for all of the people, not just the foreign media, but the Trump supporters who aren't allowed into the ballroom. They're all upstairs. And for both of those results, Ohio and then Florida, huge cheers went up. We could hear it all the way down here. It seems that the mood is shifting and potentially we could be on the verge of a very big upset. As we know, that Donald Trump went into today, into election day, not looking like the favourite. All the opinion polls were very much against him. He was looking like the favourite in Ohio, though. Remember that President Obama, a Democrat, had held that state for the last two elections. So Donald Trump is effectively flipping that, turning it into a Republican state. He was expected to win.